podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
We don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me, so talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game can see the Boxing Voice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some breaking news with the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram at NestGTL. Yeah, you can tell I'm excited, but I'm excited because I know this is going to bring the haters out. The WBO has given Canelo Alvarez some sort of a franchise title and or status. They're calling him the Super WBO champion, and he gets a lot of the rights of the full champion. And we're going to give you all those details in just a bit. So if you're interested in this, you already know what to do. Hit that thumbs up button. If you're just joining us in the future, present, past, it doesn't matter. It helps with the visibility of the show. Lets us know you appreciate us. Coming right back with another one, third show this afternoon already. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I'm going to go ahead and head on out to Indiana to gross the balls to get this thing started.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
Two attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss. Two to stand over. Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million.
BoxingVoice.com. Yo. Shout out to everybody out there in TBV universe. Back with another one. Canelo drops the WBO light heavyweight belt, which I kind of knew he would, you know what I'm saying? Like I stated before, I didn't think he would fight the better beef guys a little bit too big, you know what I'm saying? So fully, I expected that fully, so no surprise there. But the WBO Super is like what Crawford was and what Usyk was. When you are a super champion in a division, it allows you to move up or down, whichever one you see fit, and challenge for that belt in the other division, just like Crawford did with Jeff Horn, just like Usyk is the mandatory for the Joshua WBO belt. Canelo can be the same way. So I like what the WBO does right there, you know what I'm saying? Recognizes their champion like that, you know what I'm saying? And possibly to make great fights, but we'll talk about a lot more. What's going on, Ness?
I mean, I just don't like that they elevated him to franchise status. A super champion is when you clean out a division or you've had a numerous amount of defenses. Like right now, Terrence Crawford, I'm not sure. Maybe he has a case though, Mike. You're shaking your head no, but maybe he has a case because he's been previous WBOs and he continues to be WBO. So maybe if he says, yo, I want to fight the WBO champion above, they say okay. But per the rules, it's supposed to be a certain amount of defenses or, doing great things in that division and or unifying undisputed. Now, per the press release, in order to comply with the WBO organization, the World Boxing Organization, the WBO prohibits against its champions holding titles from other sanctioning organizations in multiple weight classes. So they don't mind you being unified. They mind you being unified or having a title at 54 and having a title at 47 as well. That's what they don't like. So because of those rules and Canelo still being a multiple belt holder in 160 pounds, he is relinquishing those titles and or known as vacating. And let me see where I'm at. Canelo Alvarez, 53-1, 2 draws, 36 KOs, and the WBO have reached an agreement for Canelo to vacate the WBO light heavyweight world title. Canelo won the WBO title by defending it defeating Sergey Kovalev via 11th round knockout November 2nd, 2019. Canelo will maintain his status and privileges as a WBO super champion, including the privilege to be designated mandatory challenger to the WBO in any division. So that's where it really gets interesting, Mike, because it's not just the division above, it's the division below. Everybody knows that he wants to fight for the 168-pound title. So it's like, will he challenge Billy Joe now with this new status? Will he mandate himself to face Billy Joe? Because, again, he has the right to pick any champion at any division and face him. So, very interesting decision by the WBO president, Paco Valcarcel. Now, Canelo has his own quote, and he says, I know that my accomplishments in the ring have brought pride to my fans and my country. I have long enjoyed my relationship with the WBO and appreciate all they do to preserve and enhance the sport of boxing. This agreement allows the WBO to have its light heavyweight title contested regularly and allows me to pursue bouts against the best opponents regardless of weight class. So, I mean, they being WBC and now WBO, just really allowing Canelo to do what he wants throughout boxing. You know, he wins a title. He still gets called champion. He still gets the status of a champion. He still gets to, get in the ring with whatever champion he wants because of that. But he doesn't have to defend. There is no mandatory for Canelo. So yet again, getting himself out of a WBO mandatory the way that he got himself out of a WBC mandatory. Now we'll go to the quote from the president, Paco, who says, Canelo has already accomplished much in boxing and is still a young man. When his career is done, he will be regarded as one of the greatest boxers to ever step in the ring and one of Mexico's best fighters ever. We look forward to his future fights against rivals at the top of the middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, and other divisions, which is strange to me because, again, being a WBO, they let you contest any champion. We've heard Canelo talk about heavyweight. I know that's not possible. I'm just saying it's getting crazy. I mean, could he do cruiserweight? What would he do? What would he do? But one last quote from Oscar, who says, we completely support the decision made by Canelo Alvarez and the WBO. Oscar said, Canelo made history stopping Sergey Kovalev in impressive fashion to become the 4-division world champion. Not only did he show that he is a real threat at 175, but he also demonstrated that he is fully capable of moving across several divisions to look for the most exciting fights for the fans. At the same time, we look forward to continuing promoting our other WBO champions such as Patrick Teixeira and Franchon Cruz Dazn.
I can say that I am happy that Canelo vacated the yard, can get his name back in the mix, you know what I'm saying, lines in the camp, and get a possible shot at that title. But going down to 168, because I think that's where he's going to be campaigning, right, Ness?
68 is the rumor, and we seen that, they really looked like they were interested in
Billy Joe and Callum Smith, right?
Yeah, Callum Smith.
So look, I mean, Callum Smith might be a option. You know what I'm saying? He has to be WBA regular, so they can deem it be a mandatory. We've seen the WBA do it before, but with Canelo, you probably think is going to take the lion's share of that pot. Now with the Billy Joe fight being in the WBO, he can move down and challenge Billy Joe and petition, when not even petition, you know what I'm saying, being the super champion, you can say, hey, I want Billy Joe next, and Billy Joe has to fight him. So
has to fight him.
I want to see that fight. Will Billy Joe take that fight? Which I think he will, because it's a big time payday. You know what I'm saying? You don't pass up on a Canelo fight. So
And I wonder what that means for negotiations. They didn't give us that in the press release, but think about it. He could have easily made a fight with Billy Joe, but does he want some sort of negotiation pool here? Does this super champion status entitle him to a certain percentage in the purse split? You know, Canelo's not crazy, bro. They're intelligent over there. They ain't just playing, checkers.
definitely not. Definitely not. He vacated that title for a reason, and I think maybe it does. But even if it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? You're Canelo Alvarez. Billy Joe's not gonna make the kind of money that he's possibly gonna make with you taking 30% or 35%. If he's getting 80%, you know what I'm saying, somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? So Billy's not gonna be stupid. If Canelo comes calling and wants that fight, I think Eddie Hearn and Billy Joe definitely make that fight, because Billy Joe, for all intents and purposes, needs a big time fight. We didn't see him against Andre. The Chris Eubank Jr. fight was a long time ago when they were both coming up. So that win against Lemieux was a good win, but Lemieux's not that, you know what I'm saying, big time guy that we see Canelo is. So having a big fight with Canelo will definitely put you on the map if you go out there and make a good account of yourself.
I wonder where this WBO title goes now. There's a lot of talk about, Better Beef. Can he pick up this title and entice Canelo to come back? Because I've seen Canelo in Spanish interviews say that they wanted Better Beef first, but he had a fight. And I'm pretty sure they're not afraid of him.
Honestly, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think Canelo's team is even thinking about Better Beef. And Better Beef being with Top Rank, we know Top Rank does good business with the WBO. So maybe they can petition Better Beef to fight for that vacant title. Him having two titles, you know what I'm saying, similar to what they did with Lomachenko in the WBC. So I think a lot of things are open for that 175 title. I want to see how many guys are going to be putting their hat in the race for that title.
Well, I think it's MB in the chat says Zurdo versus Yard. I don't mind that fight, but I don't know that Yard and his team want that. Zurdo let those hands go. All right. Well, yeah, man. He definitely lets those hands go. We're going to go ahead and get out to the callers. If you're interested and you want to call and you want to give us your opinion, hopefully you heard all the facts. The number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
They might do a 4-man tournament. Alvarez, Kovalev, Ramirez, and Yard.
Hey, man, whatever. That sounds okay. I mean, you can't leave Hart out of it, especially if he gets through whoever gets through this Hart Joe Smith winner should be a name too. Not for a straight title, but for the tournament.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let me get out to Joshua in New Orleans on the Boomerang. Talk to us.
Yo, hello?
Yo.
Nah, come back to me. I just called in. I need to hear some more of these facts. So I'm going to use my call, and I want to hear some more of the show. I got him.
All right, no problem. We're going out to...
Don't forget, if you're listening right now on YouTube, smash that thumbs up button. Third show today. I know my internet been kind of shitty, but still 3 shows.
El gran campeón puertorriqueño, this is Davis, Chico Trinidad.
You got any excuses tonight, Roy? Let's not ask questions like that. Let's touch gloves and go to work. Let's go to work.
Confused, man. So he gives up the WBO, but he's still
He's still a super champion, champ. He's still a super champion. He still gets all the rights of the super champion. He gets up to contest. He goes up to contest or go down. He could fight He could fight what's his name? Better Beeve, or he could fight Billy Joe, or he could
At
fucking
any
fight
weight
Tech
class, right?
Shiri.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. He could even fight Tech
He could
Shiri
go
if he
back down to
want.
147 if he wanted to.
Correct.
That's nuts. So it's just like that WBC franchise title that they made that he could take with him at any weight
Well,
class.
I don't know if the franchise title lets you go up and down weights, but they
I
definitely.
thought that's what Suleiman said.
I don't know if as the franchise champion you get to contest versus. Unmute yourself, Keem. I'm sorry, Rob. Don't unmute yourself, brother. I got you muted for a reason. I got a lot of background noise coming from you. So I don't know if the franchise title lets you, let's say, go down to 54 and face that champ.
Right. I thought that's what it meant. Okay. Well, yeah, man, I just wanted to get a little clarification on that. I was trying to read the article earlier, didn't really understand it, and I'm glad you guys did a show on it, and I was able to call in and kind of clear that up a little bit, because I was confused on that. But yeah, man, I didn't have much else, man. Appreciate the show, the multiple shows today, man. Y'all killing it, man. Thank you.
All right. I mean, I'm going to just go ahead and read it one more time. First paragraph. In order to comply with the World Boxing Organization, the WBO, prohibits against its champions holding titles from other sanctioning organizations in multiple weight classes, meaning if you are a WBO champion, you can't be a WBC, WBA, or IBF champion in a weight above or below the weight you already are a WBO champion. And being as though that Canelo does have titles from other sanctioning bodies, the WBO has reached an agreement for Canelo to vacate the WBO light heavyweight world title that Canelo won when he knocked out Kovalev in the 11th round in November, but Canelo will maintain his status and his privileges as a WBO super champion, including the privilege to be designated mandatory challenger to the WBO title holder in any division. So again, if he wanted to today say, yo, fuck it, I'm going to get that belt from Teixeira, they got to give it to him, the opportunity.
So it's not like a franchise, because franchise, I don't think they can go and challenge for somebody in any division, can they?
And that's what I was telling Keem that I don't believe they can do. But it's franchise in the sense that you were given the status where Crawford had to earn the WBO super champion status. Billy Joe, he didn't even earn it. Canelo earned it before. Remember, they were giving him, he had that status before, and he was going to contest Billy Joe a couple of years ago. But the point is, you got to earn that status by either title defenses or unifications, not just winning the title. But I guess it's Canelo. He's accomplished a lot. Him moving up 2 divisions to win this title. They didn't give specific reasons as to why they made him super champion. All I know is that I'm calling it like the franchise title because he didn't necessarily earn it unless they come out and say, well, we believe he earned it because he moved up 2 divisions to challenge for this title, when typically, like I said, you're given this status after cleaning out a division the way they gave it to Alexander Usyk, who is now the mandatory for AJ because he cleaned out the division. So as the former WBO cruiserweight champ, he was able to contest to be the mandatory at heavyweight, which he now is. But
you gotta admit, it's good publicity for the WBO. You know what I'm saying? Having their name associated with Canelo and him being a super champion. And when you read the press release, it's good publicity.
Status that he's given, so now he can pick and choose again, which is what people are already not happy at. But I mean, look, he could take it a step further and now pick to fight Andrade as Andrade's mandatory, which doesn't make sense because he's already has the WBA and the IBF and the WBC franchise title at 160. So why would you need to be Andrade's mandatory? But he is Andrade's mandatory and Billy Joe's mandatory and even Anthony Joshua's mandatory
Triple
if
G
he
has
wants.
the IBF at 160.
Oh, that's right. He vacated. But yeah, if he wanted to be Anthony Joshua's mandatory, he could be Anthony Joshua's mandatory. He just has to, petition. They're not going to say no. I mean, I guess they can say no from a health standpoint. But then again, they probably won't because of the craziness in the fight. But all right, back to the callers. We're going out to NO. Mastermind, talk to us.
What's going on, Ano?
Ooh, look, check this out, bro. From what I heard, though, the franchise champion, the reason for the franchise champion to be in existence was for to not get in the way of the super fight. So if a champion in one weight class want to fight another champion that's above or below, he can go and do that without losing his status. That's what I thought. That's the interpretation I got. Now I don't know if y'all heard something different, but that's what it was. And you don't have to fight none of your mandatory.
Yeah, and
So that's why
there's no mandatory for him here. He just get to do what he want again.
you can't even lose the belt. Like, so how you can't move up and do what you want to do if you can't lose that title?
The only thing he's
Right.
allowed to do is go up and challenge the person with the title in that division.
Up or down, up or down.
Up or down.
Man, that shit sound crazy to me, man. It sounds like you can't lose. It sounds like you can't.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, they already did this to Alexander Usyk. That's why he gets to fight Joshua in next year.
And you gotta think about it. It's Andre and Billy Joe Saunders. Those are two good fights, man. That's not like he's out here cherry picking.
Yeah, he damn sure ain't. But again, I don't think he's gonna go Andre on a mandatory status because he doesn't gain anything from that. Rob, talk to me in Philadelphia, New Jersey area.
What's up, Rob?
You there? You there? You gotta unmute. You gotta unmute. All right. We got Pat in Beantown. Talk to me, Pat.
Yeah. You guys got me?
Yep.
What's going on, Pat?
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you perfectly.
Oh, all right, my bad. Yeah, kind of expected, to be honest, for me. I do think that Kovalev was a little bit of a cherry pick. I would have liked to see Canelo fight better beef to really prove himself up at 175. There were some people saying that he's a natural 175 now, which I didn't really believe, to be honest. I would rather, if he still can, have him go down and fight either Charlo in Texas or Andrade somewhere. I don't really know where they'd put that fight. But those are the fights that I'd really like to see. I'd like to see Canelo make his campaign at 160 because I think that's really his weight, and that's a very good weight class right now, stacked with talent that he hasn't exactly proven himself against yet. The Canelo's resume really it's spotty, to be honest. The two Triple G fights, he should have lost the first one. The second one was still controversial. The Laura fight was controversial, could have lost. The Mike Trout fight was controversial. It's just like he always gets the benefit of the doubt, man. It's crazy. Thanks, guys. Peace.
All right, Rob, you got to unmute yourself again.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yo, Mike Ness, what up?
What up?
What up, Rob?
I think it would be easier for Canelo to starve himself and win the title at welterweight than I do at heavyweight. I mean, he's fast and stuff, but those dudes get too big. I think
Alexander Usyk fights for that vacant, Mike. All of a sudden, Canelo throws his name in the hat. Usyk's not as big.
I take Usyk at heavyweight.
Yeah, it's a strategic pick, and that's why you super champ.
Usyk beats Canelo at heavyweight.
Maybe.
Too big. I think he would be better off seriously starving himself and coming in like a raisin and getting the 147 and taking out someone there. I think he could take out probably any of the top guys at 147, except for maybe Earl Spence.
Well, all right, man. Let's go out to.
Man, Canelo ain't been at 147 since he was about 18 or 19.
Yeah, nah, I don't think 47 is realistic.
Not even an option, bro.
Joshua, New Orleans.
What up, Josh?
Nah, I heard it now. So basically, this dude got another belt to where he can hop, choose, do whatever he wants to do in a sport like he been doing, like he been hopping around, making up weight classes, not fighting certain fighters, avoiding certain fighters. And what we supposed to do about this?
It's not an actual belt. It's the same status Terrence had, same status Usyk had. Now they giving it to
So,
Canelo.
so the WBO now he can avoid Andrade, which Ness said brings nothing,
He
which
ain't
I
gotta
don't
avoid
get.
him. If he want that fight, he can go down to 160. Say, hey, I want
Oh,
Andrade.
if he want to fight,
Yeah.
instead of being mandated to fight like the real belt's supposed to require you to do.
You
So now he
can't
has
be
another belt.
mandated if you're
Joshua.
Excuse
not
me,
in that
Mike.
division,
You
brother.
can't be mandated at 175 to face the dude at 168. He giving up the 175 belt, not the
Okay,
160.
so he has. All right. So what the WBO status protects him at? So does he still has a mandatory at 160 of Demetrius Andrade?
He
He don't
never
have a
was
mandatory.
he was never the champ at WBO at 160.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He didn't duck him so much. I got the times confused. He was ducking Cholo, right? Because he WBC. He was raised up to the superstar whatever at WBC franchise title, and then he ducked Cholo. I just got it confused because he been ducking him for so long, man. I'm not getting behind Canelo. That's my call. I want to come back on the next one.
All right. 7.
What's going on, 7, man? God damn, boy, it's real out here.
I'm listening right now, bro.
All right. Sweden, talk to me.
What up, Farid?
Yo.
Yo.
So what's the question?
No question, man. Canelo vacates the 175-pound title, and he's given super.
Wait to criticize him. Oh, he's ducking the slip.
All right. Well, Farid, man, thanks for calling in.
Like I always say, this man, heavy as the head. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Heavy
Listen,
as
when you the
head.
guy, everybody got something to say. And that's what we gotta understand. You that man, whether we like it or not. It's like for instance, perfect example. Joshua can't stand Canelo. He hate that he's the man. But I don't I'm not Joshua the fighter, Joshua the caller.
Oh, I was like, damn, AJ don't like Canelo now?
Yeah. But the same energy he got for Canelo, people got for Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. It don't matter who you are. You could be pound for pound number 1 on somebody's list. Somebody got you number 100 on the list. We got, man, I have no clue. You got no screen name, champ. Help us out.
Is this me?
It is you.
All right, I'm a first time caller.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his professional debut.
Whoa, what's happening, Ness? Hey, yo, shout out to Baldy for making me a ringer.
Hey,
yo. Let me
what is this? What is this? This is not Lids Low. What you mean shout out to Baldy?
Nah, this Southside. Let me get my Shane Shuns on real quick, man. Let me get my Shane Shuns on real quick. Whoa, what's happening? Hey, yo, shout out to Baldy for making me a ringer. Let me get straight to the point for all those with attention deficit. I'm so competitive. Hey, yo, first of all, let me say, I got to tell him the truth, Joe. I just got to tell him the truth, Joe. Canelo has developed into a bigger star or he's developing into a bigger star than what Mayweather was. Because, like it or not, the boy is getting all access passes to do whatever the fuck he want to. He like the big dog in my backyard. I just let him off the leash and he just run through the backyard, pissing and shitting where he want to. He do what he want to do, man. Like I done held my opinion for a while because I just wanted to see how it was gonna play out. But that nigga Canelo is that nigga, man. Like you gotta love it. You just gotta accept it, man. Like yeah, man. Like y'all know my slogan. Watch what you type if you don't want to fight, man. Mr. CYP out.
He done took everybody's slogan.
But that's a good analogy, man. He said he let my big dog when I let him out.
Yeah.
Just pissing and shitting and fuck whatever he want to.
Shit, my dog
Straight up
ain't
what he
big.
doing.
My dog ain't big and they still do that. They just take over, man. They take over. Robert Bonilla, Arizona Boomerang, talk to us.
What's up, Bum Boxing?
Fucking Canelo. What's up, Mike? What's up, Ness? You guys, both of your internet's on got the flu today or something. Anyways, fucking Canelo, man. Apparently, he's the Don. You know what I mean? He can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Um, boy should have 2 losses on his resume. Now, I'm not going to get you started, Ness, but that's just my opinion. I don't know what else to say about this cat, but he needs to fight. Where do you think he's going to stay? You think he's going to go back down or stay at 175? What's the point here?
The rumor is 168. Rumors 168.
Okay. I just want to see him fight some of the better guys at the 168 division. I know he already has. He's got the best resume in the division, probably in the upper echelon of the heavier weights. Man, I don't know what else to say about Canelo, man. We're just gonna have to watch him. That's King Nello. I'm not happy with all the shit that he's done, but at the same time, you got to give the man his respect. I mean, I know I'm not keeping the same narrative when it comes to other people doing what he's doing right now, but at the same time, who's fought the fighters that he's fought? I mean, let the man eat. Let him do what he do. But yeah, I'm still not going to ride 100% for him. I still want to see him lose, like all them haters on Mayweather used to want to see him lose. So, but yeah, you got to respect the man for doing what he does and how he's done what he does. So, I love watching him fight. Bottom line. So we'll see what's up. I'm gonna listen on no boomerang. I'm gonna listen.
All right, brother.
Boxing, man. Big dog. Thanks for calling in, homie.
For sure. We got Stunner.
What up, Stunner? New Jersey, stand up. Brick City in the building.
Stunner gotta unmute. Probably already yelling and shit.
Oh. No. Give me like 3 minutes. I'm picking up some food.
All right. Boomerang on Joshua.
What up, Josh?
Ness.
You
speaking on me talking about, man, fuck them fans. They could come for me all they want to. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to stand on my 10. I'm going to stand on with my 10 toes down, and everybody know what the fuck that means. I don't dislike Canelo. I hate how he get a pass in boxing. We are glorifying a dude who's been moving, hopping around, fighting weight classes, making up weight classes, fighting fighters, bringing them up in Americans, fighting guys, getting scorecards, getting robberies, losing fights, winning fights, and I'm supposed to accept him for what he brings to the sport? No. I call him out because just because he is the cash cow or what have you, he's been able to avoid certain fights that he should be fighting. Not because it doesn't bring, because he's the cash cow. He's going to bring the fans to the fight like Andrade, like you just said on the show, that brings nothing. He's not fighting for nothing to bring. He's fighting to validate himself against great fighters or good fighters or guys that can come up in the sport and make a name off themselves so we can have these callers stop saying they ain't fight nobody. How you gonna fight somebody when a guy...
I don't know, man. I really can't go back and forth. Like, you believe he ain't fought nobody. I believe he fought so many somebodies, like all the sanctioning bodies. That's why they give him the status that they give him, because he's fought that many bodies. Stunner.
One seater right there, man.
Yo.
What up, Stunner?
It was good. Hey, yo, Mike. Yo, you watch ball, right?
You know I do every day. My fuck Bulls last night, man. Cost me fucking money. How you blow a 20-point lead?
Stunner.
Yo, what if Carlos Arroyo had a promoter? They were saying, yo, Carlos Arroyo, he the best point guard in the world. And then it was like, yo, you supposed to play Russell Westbrook's team tonight. He was like, nah, I ain't trying to do that. I'm going to play against JJ Barrea's squad.
Basketball is a sport that's set up differently, though, bro. I love basketball because
basketball,
Go ahead.
you can't avoid the top African Americans that you're supposed to be.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm right there with you, know what I'm saying? But at the same time, this is boxing, though. This is what's been going on for many years. Like, guys don't want to fight the motherfuckers. If you're the cash cow, you pull the strings.
look, I gave Canelo respect earlier this week. I had him pound for pound number one. You know what I'm saying? I put some respect on his name earlier this week. But I mean, at the end of the day, wasn't this dude the same dude who said like after he beat Kovalev, wasn't he like trash talking better beef, saying, "Oh, that's an easy fight" or something like that?
Yeah,
I
yeah. He
mean,
said he's ready for that fight. He didn't say it was an easy fight, but he said why wouldn't I fight a better beef? Kovalev better than him. I'm ready.
and look, this is all I'll say. I won't criticize Canelo as long as his next opponent is not Billy Joe Saunders nor Callum Smith, because they both look like trash in their last performances. Fight somebody coming off of a good performance who the fans can all agree on is a good fight. I mean,
Lucky thing my co-host just said on this show how he ain't gonna be like that no more. He ain't gonna just look at the last fight and make an opinion because he keeps seeing people fight better than they last fight. Right, Mike? Ain't that what you told us? You said you ain't gonna go based off last performances no
I
more.
can't do that, man, because it's been lying to me over and over again. You know, since Derevchenko fooled the shit out of me, because you couldn't tell me the guy that singing against Jack Kuklay was gonna do that to motherfucking Gennady Golovkin. You couldn't tell me that Teofimo Lopez was gonna spark Comey, because he couldn't spark the fucking Japanese dude. So I gotta quit going out what motherfuckers did in the last fight. Got to.
That's right. That's right. And he talking
Billy
about,
Joe,
I want to see him. I want to see him fight somebody coming off a good performance. And it's like, he could come off a good performance versus the last dude, then shit the bed versus Canelo.
and Billy Joe actually had problems with his visa and couldn't get it to that Sunday before the fight. So he traveled to America during fight week for that fight. So he wasn't all the way in his peak performance, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't look that great, but he got a knockout, something that he don't normally do. So he did look kind of good.
N.O. Boomerang.
Ooh, shout out to my nigga Southside, you hear me? That boy, look, he put a whole remix on this motherfucker. You dead? But look, man, I say what I had to say on that shit, but that's some fake ass shit that Josh went Fury doing, dog. You heard me? I ain't never saw two top heavyweights in the prime, dog. I'm talking about like one of the
But you ain't
top
never
three
heard
get together.
the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You ain't never heard that saying?
Keep your enemies close, you know what I'm saying?
Them dudes I never cool like that, man. When Fury came, when he made the Wilder fight, dog, he said, "I'm coming over here because Joshua
My
ain't
nigga,
got the balls
hold on.
to
I got
fight."
the perfect analogy for
Chess,
you.
man. Chess, not checkers,
Nah, fuck
man.
all that, man.
That shit weak as a
What did Smokey
motherfucker.
and Craig
And then
do?
look, you got Freddie Roach,
They
you got
realized they
Freddie,
couldn't beat Debo one-on-one?
you got the clone, you got everybody in the clone. You got Freddie Roach, you got Teddy Atlas, you got Floyd Mayweather, you got all these motherfuckers forming like Voltron that come against this man because they know he the fucking truth. Man, Wilder gonna stretch that fool out, and he gonna make an example out the UK, man. That phone ass shit, dog. Y'all know y'all ain't never saw nothing like that, man. We gonna come together, we gonna jump him. You dig? Cause we gotta get the title from him. Man, get that motherfucker straight.
Chess, man. Chess, champ. He two steps ahead of him, man. He trying to get that info from Fury and learn something with Fury. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. We definitely went to Keem, so that means we got to everybody, man. That's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. We out here working. And catch me on Untitled on Patreon. Peace.
Gross1911 on IG and Gross2312 on Twitter, and follow me on Mike on Sports on YouTube.
Oh, wait a minute. I think we got some super chats we might need to get to before we go. Looks like we do.
Let me look. Yo, don't forget, if you listen right now on YouTube, take a second out and smash that thumbs up button. And if you
gonna make a boxing bet, don't forget to use our code BETTBV. The link is in the description box below. You can check us out on mybookie.ag, I believe. I'm gonna go ahead and play the video while we go ahead and give you these super chats. We got one coming from Rodden 870. Canelo's resume legit, but next level Charlo and Andre. What the hell does that mean, Mike? Are you
Guess to
saying?
take
Are
his
you saying
resume.
that? Are you saying that Canelo is good, but Charlo and Andre are them dudes, but they ain't beat nobody? Nobody ain't gonna say that.
Man, you got two-time division, two division world champions. You know what I'm saying? Two guys that are very skilled. And if Canelo would have beat those guys, yeah, that resume looks impeccable. Maybe maybe the best one in a long time.
So
Probably
Andre and Charlo have accomplished more than Kovalev.
Kovalev beat B-Hop, which is a legend. So I can't say that. And he beat John Pascal, beat the brakes off John
And
Pascal.
arguably beat Ward in the first fight. That's why they needed a
Arguably beat Ward in
rematch.
the first fight. Yes, yeah. I think Kovalev done a lot. Done a lot. Yeah, good argument. Damn good argument.
7. Just listening. All right. So we out of here, man. That's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. It was only one super chat. Catch us on the next one. Peace.
Peace.